Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the IHSEA and ESEF Varsity Overwatch Week 6 highlight match. Tonight, we will see the Oswego East Wolves taking on the Plainfield North Tigers for our highlight match tonight. My name is Coach Terp. I am from Naperville North High School, and partnered with me tonight is my friend from Springfield. Go ahead, Coach McGee.
Hello, everybody. Coach McGee here. Terp, I'm super excited for this matchup. This is a matchup of two teams that Springfield has got to know fairly well. So I'm excited to see these two go head to head. I think they're really evenly matched, and I think we're in store for a fun one tonight.
Looking forward to that. Definitely when we talk about our division, so you're talking about Springfield gets to play that a lot. So these two teams are from our B division. We don't really call it South. It's got a lot of the Southern teams in it, but just how the lines broke up as far as who was playing where. So as we get ready for tonight, we'll wait a second here to make sure our teams are good. Kind of taking a look at the standings as we go. So lots of 3-0s across the board. We had 3-0-1, so 3 wins and 1 tie for Naperville North and Barrington tonight. But otherwise, 3-0s across the board. Nothing too unexpected. Our teams that were hosting the lobbies, that were higher seeds, they all won tonight in varsity. And then over in JV, same thing. We had one I guess you could call it minor upset, Oswego East over Plainfield North, 3-1 in that JV. But we'll get more into the standings and stuff between matches. But for now, we'll talk about what's going on here. We're going to have Temple of Anubis is our first map tonight. So that's our assault map, 2CP. As we go, you can have these range anywhere from, 6 to 7 points or 1 to nothings. It just kind of depends on what happens here. I know has Springfield, you've played both of these teams so far this year?
So we've played Oswego East earlier in the year. That was one of the highlighted matches on stream here. And we play Plainfield North next week for our last match of the season. However, Plainfield North was our primary scrim partner during last year's season. So a lot of these players returning, a lot of these players, people I'm real familiar with and what they're going to bring to the table. So that's why I said I'm so excited because, as a Springfield coach, obviously I'm looking for what Plainfield North has this year next week. But as an Overwatch fan, these are two really well-matched teams. Ham, a very strong damage player for Oswego East. CMG, the core of the tank line for Plainfield North. Fleming Bird, their damage player that you're looking to highlight tonight. So this is a slightly different team than what we saw last year as a scrim partner, but many of them returning, and I think they're going to have something tonight.
Yep. All right, with that said, our teams are ready, so we're going to bring the action to you here. So the Wolves will be first on defense, and Plainfield North will be on attack. We'll see what comps they decide to run with. So we've seen, from the games that I was watching and conducting earlier today, I've seen anywhere from sim portals to dive to, double shield, widow type stuff. We saw a little bit of, so Junkrat. We've seen a few bit of combinations, but I'm interesting to see, especially on the way of Oswego, if they decide to take it to the air. They do not. They decide to stay on the ground. Ham's going to go on his. I think that's a preferred a choice there on Junkrat. I know he likes to play that a lot for sure.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the things that's so fun about Anubis is, like you said, it can be 1-0 because the teams have a more defensive mindset. It can also be 7-6 because it's such a bad snowball map. But Oswego East, Ham. It's interesting you say Junkrat's a big pick. I expect to see some echo from Ham tonight. Ham's echo was very strong when we played against them. And something you're going to love, Turp, Plainfield North is going to be diving today. This team loves to dive. It's the backbone of who they are. Fleming Bird has a really strong Genji. CMG likes to play ball and Winston. So very different compositions coming out from these two. And really, let's see which strength is more favored here.
Yep. So I think Oswego's going to have to be ready on their toes because, like you said, in an instant you're going to see Plainfield North just come streaming in. And here they go, underneath bridge. They go right to point. No chance for Oswego to really set up any sort of defense. Willow starts to drop low. He does go down to core. Wambulance, he goes down. So we got 1-1 trade.
That's an impactful pick on the Moira there. Got to be careful. And here come more.
Single Pringle, Aldebrand takes out Nept. Fleming Bird also dropping. So we will see a hold here, which is good. I was kind of wondering if they were going to get back in time. They were able to do so even after losing the first pick. So let's see if they stay on the dive. It looks like they're going to. Let's see if they go more for an engage than trying to go right to point.
If you're running dive here, who among the Wolves heroes are you looking to take advantage of if you're running dive?
Well, especially if they're split like they are, you're trying to go around, so they're going to go right on it. So
Ham with a quick pick.
Oh, very quick pick on Nep. So you got to be careful with those the ambushes around the corner, the bombs that are set up and stuff. So from Junkrat. I really would like to see them almost push as they come in. So if you're coming from Plainfield view, I'd like to see them push right up the stairs and use their speed to kind of get them up into that, and then look on a quick engage to getting on top. Because right now they're going to go. Looks like they're going to go.
Yeah, we got a Reaper Sombra move with change, and this is This is a very strong composition right now. You're seeing it a lot in semi-pro and collegiate play. This Reaper Sombra.
Tire. Ham gets 2 with it. There we go. Apple Cider pick cleaning up the business, and as Plainfield is gonna have to back out, so so far defense looking. Oh, there's a late pick. Defense looking really good for us for Oswego here, holding that that front side again. I'd like to see, right now again, if they're gonna go Sombra, got to get in there. I'd like to see up the stairs versus in that room there. I just think that feeds into Ham so much.
And a failed fight, just one failed fight for the Tigers there. Fleming able to get all the way to 75 on his EMP already. And EMP, one of those old, you don't need a combo. Oh, hello.
Big anti with all those purple bars coming up, but they are able to stabilize. The hammer comes through, and there goes the follow-up with that. So Aldebrand, good shatter, managed to take down the front line.
Aldebaran able to frag out there. That nano onto him was gigantic there, and then managing to get the pen onto Neps. Lucio was what won that fight. It's not like Oswego East was really running an anti-dive composition. It's just that the cohesion wasn't there for Plainfield North, and they were getting stuffed by Ham's Junkrat.
So let's see if Flemingburg can get a little work done here on the backside. Oh,
let's get a hack off, but it's got to get out.
Yep. So they do go. Let's see them go upstairs. Oh, they're going to get stalled out. Yep. With the grab. So it's one of those, especially in Anubis, your choke points are so congested that one good grab is going to grab you obviously anywhere you're at.
This is now a matter of what value Flemingburg's going to get out of this EMP. They're only going to have one more strong all-together push here, and this EMP can definitely win it. I mean, you do not need to combine.
They're going to have the alt advantage. They've got beat to engage, a grab if they need it, and the EMP to really set this thing off.
Here it comes.
Getting an early Willow, that's definitely going to help. All right. The Ham does get one, so he does time that well. He does get Nep, so that was kind of a big one. Oh, a huge shatter again. Aldebrand just laying down the hammer.
Yeah, it's not going to be enough. That counter shatter stopped what any advantage that grab provided them.
Yep, that was full swing on momentum. We're going to see a full hold here for Oswego on point A. They're only going to need one tick.
I was sort of shocked to see that Flemingbird's EMP didn't catch Apple Cider's Zarya, because Zarya still had that shield, and that's an impactful difference when Zarya suddenly has no shield. Here come the ults. Bob's out. He's going to get 2. They're cleaning up. He gets 3 with Bob. Team kill. Plainfield North stuffed on Anubis offense.
Yep.
What are you liking from Oswego?
Well, I like the fact that they were able to peel when they needed to. They used, especially when they went to the Sombra, or they were going, I should say, when Plainfield North was going left side door, that they had Ana and Ash up on the high ground on 2 separate angles, able to, you provide that long range healing, which is perfect, and then long range DPS. So if that doesn't get scouted out, you're going to give them so much to do, so much to feed off of at that point. That Sombra, could have got back in there. I think the way that the 2 were separated, I think that could have caused some havoc. But we're gonna see what they decide to come out with here on defense. May, okay, I can understand that. We're gonna go Flemingburg on Hanzo.
We actually ran into a May as well tonight against Salem, and I was surprised. May's not really considered to be super strong right now in the balance of the game.
Definitely on the meta right now, yeah.
Right, she used to be. Remember last season, May was an integral part of the season, but this year she's not really there. That being said, if a team is someone that can fall to that getting split up too easily, May is still hugely impactful if she can nail that wall right between people.
So that's why I would love to see it used here. If it's scouted in time, Oswego should just go right up Main Street and not try to go to the side to get split. But if they go right or left, there's a very good chance that May is going to be able to set up something. We'll see what she does here.
Fairly traditional old school Overwatch comp coming out from the Wolves here.
Yep. And does they do it? She does not. Okay.
Hello.
Well, but she manages to get Ham on the backside, so
that's big.
Good for that. Yep. The Reds comes in. Let's see if they can deny it. They do not deny it, so we got a
Gets
full
the wall
brawl in the room.
Lifts him up, doesn't quite catch him.
Now it's been used, so no wall to stop them from coming in. If they decide to push, they're all going to get in Ham on the backside. Look to push in. CMG does go down, though. But Ham drops, so we're going to have a little bit of a brawl here going between the points. Appleton knocked out a mech.
Both players knocked out are big playmakers for their teams, so it'll be interesting to see how this brawl transpires now. Anti comes in.
Huge
It's 3.
Man.
Goodbye.
Clean that up.
Goodbye.
Yep. I think we're going to be seeing a tick here soon, and map 1 is going to wrap up. So that's really all that took. the core is trying to do his best, but he's going to get taken out. CMG goes down, and the progress starts. I don't think anybody's going to get back in time to contest this. As the first tick comes in, and Oswego takes a very, very quick first map.
It was just it was the dive was just not working, and I think they stuck on it too long. And then when they switched off to something else, they didn't have the ult economy, and they just couldn't make any impact.
All right, so here comes Ham. My guess is that first rip tire that came through.
Yep.
Nope.
Oh, look at the high.
Oh, we're at 50. It's just gonna be raining damage. Well, let's see if he does. If the rip tire does come in here.
Looking like a.
Oh no! Right, he's just gonna go. Oh, there's the death from above.
Hiding among the tapestries.
Yep. Tapestries.
He's one jump ahead of the Tigers there.
Stop.
Okay. That was for Coach Kennedy. That was for Coach Kennedy.
Oh, it hurts so bad.
Just getting started.
All right, so as we look forward now for our map choice, we'll go over to Plainfield North. Bob MVP. And
3 of those 4 kills came in one play, too.
Yep. They will get to choose our hybrid map. Now, I was watching a JV stream earlier, and someone clicked Blizzard World. I'm not saying I want to see it. It's something different other than Kings Row. Like,
you gotta love Kings Row.
All we've streamed is Kings Row. All we play is Kings Row. Let's see what the call is here.
I actually think that if Plainfield North wants to dive, they consider not going to Kings Row here. I mean, they can get stuffed pretty hard in this first choke, or if they're not able to take that high ground, and then especially moving forward into B and C, the dive is just not as strong as some other compositions. So I think Blizzard World would actually be an excellent choice for them if they want to roll that dive. Kings Row?
Kings Row.
Okay, well, that being said,
there it is, boys.
Wasted the last 10 seconds of my life explaining why they should go to Blizzard World, but here we are, everybody.
Right. All right. I have to obviously find... Why can't I find it here? I'm looking for skins. There we go. Got to turn those on. All right. So normally when the normal competitive scene, you don't usually turn skins on, but they want it on, so it is there. So I'll allow that. That's fine.
There are a lot of players in this league that are appreciative of the rule that says if both teams agree, we can do it, because they do love running those skins.
Yep. And that you want to flame, you want to show off a little bit.
You're gonna allow that in the playoffs, Coach Turp?
Say again?
You're gonna allow that in the playoffs as well if both teams say yes?
I think so. Yeah.
Fantastic.
So. There's no reason. Obviously, for me, there's no reason to change from playoffs to. Okay. Let's check if our teams are ready.
I think the biggest problem the Tigers had on Anubis is the dive can work, but dive is not just everybody jumps onto the same spot.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has a different role. Winston wasn't doing a real good job creating space. His bubbles were just right where he landed. And what you need to do is separate the support from the rest of the team with that bubble. And he wasn't able to accomplish that. And like you said, Ana and Ash were just not contested. They got free reign of anything they wanted because they were so far back positioning-wise, they were just out of the problem. So I think they're going to need to make some adjustments and really remember that dive is not 6 people. Let's jump on Ana.
Yep. I agree. Oh, so we'll check out our comps here as they come out. Anything catching your eye there?
I think that Fleming is probably just running that Widow to try to get this early pick here. If somebody happens to be peeking. Yep. Ham's Genji coming out instead of his Junkrat this time.
I've seen that a few times, sure.
Yep.
So, no, we did see some,
Plainfield's definitely made an adjustment. This comp is more about stick together, let the heals come out. Especially on offense at Kings Row in particular, if you're able to push through that choke and push through the shields like Aldebaran's Reinhardt shield, you can land a gigantic anti on the back line.
Yep, and that's the whole idea. You got to get that Ryan shield down. Yep, Ryan shield down equals win if you can land whatever you need to land.
Here we go. Fleming stalling a little bit. Going to get the Matrix from his Diva to protect him. Can he get a pick? Not yet, at least. CMG's caking space.
As they look to move out. So Fleming does get the one. He does get the one, so he's going to probably stay on this now. Oh, he gets taken out by Ham in the backside. No peel there available. Uses deflect now and fall back with the rest of the team, but we've got presence on point.
Yeah, Ryan shield battles.
Ryan shield, it's going to go down. He does. Can't keep his shield up.
Plainfield North looking good to take point A so far. They need one more pick to solidify it.
Yeah, that's it.
There it is.
That's going to be it. Ham can try to do all he wants, but don't think he's going to stay alive for very much longer. There he goes.
Poor Tweebatron chased down by the swinging Reinhardt.
Yeah, well, What are you gonna do?
Fleming looks to get a cheap pick here, maybe on Ana. Look, try almost slept him.
Do it. Get it. Yeah, I mean, anything you get down. So here's where I've seen some difference in teams. I've seen people keep one back like this and go, just go, but it doesn't look like they're willing to push up too much far. They're going to play the first corner only. You know, especially if there was a delay with, you know, the Mercy being back there. Now the Mercy's back, so it's not going to really pay to go. But
you're right though. If you win that first fight on A and you have a strong ult advantage, you can push the issue and send 5 people up, win the fight. Yeah, just put your Ana on the cart and shut up.
Here comes the Genji. Here he comes the play. Can he get the no sleep on Ham? He's going to clean house.
3, 4,
5.
Oh, Ham.
Like, no, he's spinning. Alderaan ends up picking up down. I apologize.
There's a hello play of the game. Yeah.
Hello. Well,
Genji gets 5 and then meditate.
I say that because I've seen a Genji, in particular, our neighbor North Genji got 5, not to be outdone by a Diva Bomb 6K at the end of the map. That really wasn't because the map was like done and people just kind of stopped, and then you know.
So you're like flaming your Diva players, what you're saying.
Exactly. I forget or whatever it was. I don't know. I forget what it was, but I know that he didn't get it at the last second because someone got a 6K. Ham does get anti, so he gets taken out. They
even trade the damage
grab, and it doesn't get anything. They are going to have to fall back. The wall comes in, doesn't block anybody off. Can they get Dweebatron? Nope, gets out okay. So this is going to keep moving. But again, see, you've lost one. Push this up around the corner. Let the payload will be fine on its own. Here comes their grab. Double shield comes in for Apple Cider. Bob comes out. Interesting usage of Bob there. I'm not sure about that one.
Well, I think they're just trying to stall, but all he's going to buy is 5 seconds in that
Not
situation.
Even, yeah. And I think you're going to want him in about 15 seconds from now.
Right.
As we go on.
North looking like a very different team than we saw.
Very much so. I think if the stagger comes in now, at any point, I don't think they're going to be able to contest B at all. Love to see some more aggression out of Plainfield North, though. They really had the advantage. Okay, there's that. This will definitely give them B now.
Flamingbird has switched off Widow onto Mei, and already with a Blizzard. Big ult advantage coming in for the Tigers right now.
They could very well snowball this all the way to see if they get a couple of good picks here.
They need to plan out what they're going to do, but that's there for them.
So, well, here's the deal. You're going to have a Nano Blade coming in. If Nep needs to be on his sleep and ready for it. So, if he can manage to hit it, here it comes.
Here it comes.
And
gets Nep immediately.
Right to Nep. Yep, that's going to get cleaned up. So, hope they don't use anything. I don't believe they used any of their ults for Plainfield. So that was a good non-usage there. Yeah. Unless CMJ used his, but I don't think he did.
Well, with when Ham is the Genji in the air and he gets nano-bladed, guys, don't use ults. Like, let's chalk this up as a lost fight and move on.
It depends on how it was done. It was done so well because Core was able to get the bubble on him, so that protected him long enough. Oh, Nef gets fire struck from behind. They're going to have to wait for that. No, that's going to be another 15 seconds. You know, when Core put on the shielding for him up in the air, that's going to negate anything that's coming down, so you have to wait till he comes back down. By the time that happens, unless he's in your face, as he was with Nef, the sleep dart's going to be awfully hard to hit at that point. So that was a good combo by
and Ham making a good choice going to Nep first instead of anyone else.
The one counter that is there. Oh, we got a good ice wall here. There's the shatter. The Blizzard's going to come in. It's going to get 2. Can they get all the off? He's trying to knock him off. Nope, he doesn't get knocked off. He was very, very close to edge there. But he's still alive, so...
Yeah, it's been an interesting fight. The ults came out from Plainfield. There's a grab.
There's our grab. Mercy goes down. Okay, so, single Pringle.
Ooh, the grab blocked the combination. That was not necessary.
CMG is going to have to land one heck of a shatter for them to take it the rest of the way. Otherwise, it may be a couple of fights here. I would love to see them pull that Blossom for a little bit. All right, as we start nearing, so Bob comes out.
Let's get on board.
Does get frozen, so that'll be able to they're going to stall that out. So wait
here
till
comes
Bob
again.
Away.
Oh,
there's this time. That's how you sleep it. That's exactly what you do. So
all grab catches literally everyone.
Get them all, but there's no. I mean, Albright can get in there and do what he can, but he's going to end up getting taken out here.
Yeah, I think he went a little deep there. He's nanoed, and it's not. Oh, his support is there. The heals are real right now.
Very real on the front side. CMG does go down. So we have no ults now for either side. Let's see if anybody's going to get anything online.
The Nano might be the difference maker here. A Nano on a Reinhardt could win the fight. Flamingbird, I think, is also going to have Blizzard in this next fight. Valkyrie is also online for Dweebatron. Other than that, I just don't see a lot happening.
I think Nano Ryan is going to be the call here.
Yep.
So if Blizzard can get done, that'll help. Ham and he risky guy. They're not gonna build up theirs in time. So
we're gonna have a grab too for Plainfield. Core's got this up to 82 for 83% now. Watch for the late fight, Bob or Blade.
Alderman getting cut off. Is he getting around? He barely does.
He did get around.
He squeezed his metal butt through there.
There was a Reinhardt-sized hole right there.
That's
on that
right.
side of the wall.
The Blizzard comes down and catches Alderman at the last second. They do get that kill. That's a great job by Flamenberg getting that edge. Grab comes in, tries to get Ham. They do get Apple Cider with it.
Here come the Plainfield North picks.
The Reds tries to come through. It does not. Ham's got to get on point. Dragonblade does come down. He gets taken out immediately. With 1 minute and 30, can they get it with over a minute? That's what they need to try to get.
Bob, it's nanoed.
Nanoed Bob. Alderman goes down, but they're still contesting with 1 minute and 20 left. They got to try to break this. Well, they need it to get the time. If they're going to get it to the point, they got to get it with more than a minute left.
Yep.
Okay, a couple more picks.
Looking good to do that right now.
And yes, they do. Oh my, no!
0.82!
0.82! We've seen this before.
Oh, I wonder where. Single
Here it goes.
death blossom.
Yeah, but no, it didn't work this time. Right, so 1 minute 9 seconds. That is big, being over a minute mark. When you, anytime you have one of these hybrid maps, finishing over a minute, or assault really, or I'm sorry, not assault, minute on hybrids or escorts is always big, because when it comes down to it in the end, how much time is left makes a big difference if you have an additional attack round or not. So let's see though. I really liked whatever they decided to do, Plainfield North. I don't know if it was so much with their comp as maybe they just played a little more focus. I think the focus was a little bit better. I think sometimes they were little...
certainly was better. The old economy was significantly better than it was in the newest.
Yes, I agree.
But I think they found a comp that works better for them. I mean, the Wolves were eating that dive apart, and they say, fine, we're going to run... When you talk about classic Overwatch, look at the Reaper May coming out.
All right, so we got a whole bunch of... I know they're flipping around over there on Oswego, so I'm not saying anything about what their comp's going to be until that clock is done.
They're having some conversations in Spawn.
Yep. Oh,
ooh.
Please do it. I mean, you're probably not going to. No, they're trolling the casters right now, people. Let me just tell you.
I think they're probably actually yelling at each other.
They could be doing that.
You know, that was... If you got to be careful of the shock there if you're Oswego East, because you destroyed Anubis. And really won maybe 3 fights there.
So we're going to see... Okay, here we go.
Doom, McCree, the pick, Ryan Zarya, pretty classic tank combo there. Lucio Moira, all about the AoE heals.
Yep. So it's just a matter of our DPS differences. Whether you know, we got Reaper May versus McCree and Doom. So
what do you like? What do you like better in that matchup?
Doom, by far. By far. It really depends on what single Pringle can get done. Yeah, but that's the value of Doom right there. If Doom can do what he's supposed to do, in that particular case, displace, knock up, all that kind of thing. If he's allowed to get in there, that's what's going to happen. So we're going to see an equally fast capture of A, but I'm going to be interested to see if there's pause.
There was nobody in game. There we go.
Nope. So we're out. The fight is done. We did lose somebody, but we want to make sure that we're allowing that. So we're going to take a quick break, allow for the reconnect to happen, and we'll bring the action back to you in a moment. All right, welcome back, everybody. We've both our teams are ready, so we're going to get rolling right back into it. As long as I take it off the right button. Here we go. Take it off. Pause.
The update: if you're just joining us, Plainfield North has given up point A. Oswego East will take that very quickly, but it's worth noting Plainfield North also took that point very quickly on their offense, so pretty evenly matched thus far.
So it looks like Plainfield North is going to contest at least first corner, maybe second corner here. Okay, so they're going to come all the way up. So we're going to pretty much the same exact defense, offense locations. We do get a decent ice wall. Alderman is stuck there, and he does get taken out.
That's
Good
big.
there.
Ham's going to fall as well.
There's that. He couldn't get the launch. And that's the thing. If he connects with the launch and is able to get a pick, then it's worth it. But in that particular case, he engaged and got stunned and was not able to follow through on that. But as we look at ults coming in, we're going to have 5 on the side of Plainfield North. So they have a very good hit. We're going to have 4 on the other side. So, oh, Willow take a lot of damage. Does get taken out. Ham comes in and gets 1. And does he get out? I think he ulted out.
Kill feed is even so far.
2. Okay, so, you know, as there was a bit of a push, but they're so far
CMG just got killed mid-shatter, too.
Yep, that was rough. That could have been something big if he gets that down. So they're going to have to fall back. Ham's going to try to come in and get some engagement going. Single Pringle needs to look out. He gets tossed up in the air. He'll just have to breathe out.
Plainfield North was able to push all the way up to the latter part of B when they were on offense, though.
And
Ham
doesn't connect.
Oh, my gosh.
Gets taken out. So Flamenberg decides to drop the Blizzard.
Zoning
all out, maybe? I don't know. They're definitely going to get Alderbrand if they can get it with the ice wall. Nope. The beat drop comes in. That's going to save their team. Grab comes in.
Here. See, I think that's interesting. Single Pringle did not get caught in that grab, but with a Death Blossom, that really negates the effects
Watch
of
him
grab.
go right now.
And
no, shatter.
You got to check that cooldown on Flashbang and on Shatter, whether they have it or not, if you're going to decide to Death Blossom in the middle of the road.
Yeah, that's risky. That's a risky spot to do it in. So we're going to see Plainfield North drop back to try to defend the end of point B, but you know, at least they've been able to stall it out. You know, it hasn't been a full clean move to grab. B is also the hardest point to defend. All right, there we go. So the grab does manage to get 3. Ham does switch off. So I don't know if you noticed this, but we have a raining death from above.
Yeah.
As Ham is now taken to the sky. But it's what's most interesting about Ham going up there is, okay, so now Icky Guy does switch over to Mercy. I'm like, we didn't have a Mercy yet. So they are going to go with the Pharmacy combo, trying to finish up point B. But with, you know, again, Plainfield North has been able to stall this out for a decent amount of time. If they can hold it for 1 or 2 more engages, they may be sitting pretty.
What I think you should pay attention to, particularly if you are a off-tank or a Zarya main as you're watching this match, Apple Cider has had very high charge, but has not been getting the eliminations, and I think he needs
oh my God. Drops it in. He knows how to get into business.
Yeah,
all right.
No, that was a team wipe. That was clean. But what I'm saying is Apple Cider has high charge. He's able to get the charge, but he needs to really focus on CMG's shield more. Because with that 100 charge Zarya, you do so much damage, and he like turns around and runs to the back of his line a couple times. I'm just wondering why he's not forcing that issue when he's got that 100 charge.
Yeah, you really want to push the envelope when you've got that overpower, because you can do so much work with that beam.
Especially now with the Mercy, a pocketed 100 charge Zarya, get out of here.
Oh, there's the shatter. It comes through.
The counter shifter's there as well.
But not going to work out. It looks to me like Plainfield North is going to stabilize and hold. Ham does manage to get 1 knocked off. And 2. But Core takes him out. So
no, CMG's counter shatter there won that fight.
Yep. So spawn advantage going to the defenders here. So I think we're gonna see both teams kind of regroup around first corner here. 3.5 minutes. So again, you're talking 1. They can lose 1 engagement. Plainfield North can and still be able to regroup in time. But you really don't want to give up too much ground here if you can afford. So we're going to play pretty much right here on corner.
You got to be super careful at Kings Row C, though, because if you're on offense and you got 3 minutes left.
Oh, Ham again.
Ham. Oh, my God.
How many times we're going to yell out his name? All right. There's still an opportunity to get back on defense, but they're going to try to set this up. 4 more ults, though, on the side of Deadeye is probably going to come out here. Willow's going to be looking for
all kinds of switches coming in from Plainfield North here.
So there's the grab. Does get Wambulance. Core goes down to Deadeye.
The Wrecking Ball can be a nuisance here.
Yeah, a nuisance, but
it's not going to matter.
It's going to make any difference.
Spin to win here.
Gets the slam in. He's still alive.
0.24 meters.
0.24. So Wambulance goes down again.
They're still here. This is fun.
So I think the call was 1 minute and 45 seconds.
Yeah, that was off stream. We were wondering 145 whether they finish with more or less than that.
Under the over it goes. So we are going to have an equal opportunity for both teams. Both teams finished with over a minute, so no time is going to get added. I do believe at least because we're both over a minute.
Yep.
But the team with the lower amount of time will attack first. So in this case, Plainfield North will go on attack. And we'll have 1:09 to go as far as they can, and then Oswego will have a chance to counter that with their own attack afterwards.
And both teams on offense the first time took this first point in significantly less time than a minute.
Yep, so I do think that it's definitely possible for Plainfield North to get it within the first try. Even if you don't get it on first attack, you can get it a second time, and I like to see them. If Fleming, so again, this will come down to the Widow, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gets a pick, they can win this. Doesn't get a pick, they won't. Now, Soldier.
We see a Willow on a new hero for in this match.
Looking for some hit scan. I wonder if they were worried about the quick air defense, like they were trying to counter the Farah.
Yeah, that can catch you off guard here, and she has a lot of places to hide, but it's not coming, like you said. Yeah. I think Soldier is really an interesting part of our season because of the dramatic change in how he's played now. He now feels a lot more like a lot of other shooter games where he's got recoil and less spread. So I think it benefits a high-skilled player, and Willow, maybe he's got a strong Soldier. The raining grenades from Junkrat come in for Spawn. Fleming hiding again off the bat.
Let's see what he can get done here. So nobody's really within range. Good fire strike there.
Yep. The other thing Soldier does provide really well is good shield break. And if you know CMG is carrying...
takes out Wambulance. Ooh.
That's a bad
so that's going to set them back. They're only going to have time for one more. They really can't... Oh, the firewall, the ice wall didn't get anything done there. They just kind of fed into more ults and stuff here. So, all right,
now
so
Junkrat already at 65.
Yep. So his tire could be a huge difference when it comes down to it. They got to get in there. Here comes the tire.
Yep, here it comes.
Get ready for it.
They all are.
Here it is. And guess
God.
And that's not the ball game, but they're going to have one last chance.
And they are just going to have time. I think if you're the Wolves right now, you almost consider pushing up.
Yeah.
Stall a little bit and choke or at spawn here.
Yeah, I think you got to push that. Don't fall back here. Keep them back. 7 seconds. You can keep them off point entirely.
Who's going to touch for Plainfield North? It's got to be their Lucio.
He's going to go down. Ice block comes in. All right, there we go there. Wambulance does get taken out again. I don't know about that. We got the Nano Rhine.
Okay, CMG.
Work done.
Not going to be enough.
Hammer.
Ham gets a brilliant bubble from his Zarya to save his life.
Yep. CMG is going to drop. I believe our overtime is going to take. We will have no progress with Spinning Willow. So in the long run, it does work out. I think the early picks there, Wambulance going down early, no picks on the side for Widow, kind of spelled doom for them on that attack.
Yeah, I think that CMG definitely needed, it worked the first time, but if you're Oswego East and that's how you lost the first way through, you know that's coming. So I think that's probably not as worth investing in that if you're Flemingbird. Now the question is, will Plainfield North also find some new defense on A like Oswego East did?
I think they need to. I think because if they play anything the same, I think Oswego has shown the ability to adapt and change into what's coming. So let's take a look and see what's coming up.
Ooh.
So far, I'm not seeing anything different on the side of Plainfield North.
Flemingbird, a really strong McCree player, and that would be big right here.
Yes, it would. All right, so okay.
Hanzo.
They have a chance to deal with Ham, I think, but that is going to be the key. They have to find a way between Flemingbird and Single Pringle. They got to get some damage done, but no Diva.
Well, the idea here, if you're Plainfield North, is you have the Grab Dragon combo coming up. 2 minutes left. You're going to get it. You need to survive Ham long enough to get the Grab Dragon off, and that's your win time.
That is the win, or it's the tie is what it is at this point.
Well, there's that.
Yes.
So trying to be positive here.
Yeah, that's I got it. Plainfield North is not going to be able to win. Yeah, it's raining from above. Ham taking some damage. Yeah, Nep also taking some, so let's see if he gets...
The anti is huge.
Nep are taking a lot of damage. Big purple. Alderbrand getting... This is going to be a very quick move on to A. As
you're Flemingbird, That feels so bad to watch that fight from Flaminger's perspective. He got Apple Cider down to like 10 health like twice.
Yep. And you think about it, if he gets one, he's got it.
Yep.
In this case, Oswego is going to take our map too. This one I believe was a little closer than our first map. You know, a couple of these fights go either way, a couple of damage things. Gee, I wonder which one this one's going to be.
Got the Hungzu Spark skin. You love to see it. The nano bladed Genji comes in.
There's 2,
3,
4, 5, and he can't get. Oh, he has 5. Oh, and an emote.
He knew he was about to be on stream, Coach.
There it is. There it is.
81% kill participation.
Clear
I
skies
can't.
ahead.
I hear carry. You know, that was. I mean, not to take away from his teammates, but Ham, the star of Kings Row there.
Ham
He
going
lit
ham.
up Plainfield
Going
North.
ham, no doubt.
See, and now you're mad at me for puns?
Nope, I wasn't attempted pun. Just I'm hungry.
Fair enough. We're going to control next,
Control
and
map.
I actually think Plainfield North is going to have something for him because in really tight areas they are better. When it's open and you give Ham room to move and you can be in a lot of different places, then they have some troubles. But when they are able to play together, you know exactly where you're supposed to be. They've been stronger. So you know they were definitely better on the second map than they were on the first map, and they may have something here as we keep going forward.
You got it. All right, our choice is going to be Li Jiang. We've seen this a couple on different different teams. I know ours played it, and I think yours did too earlier today.
This
Kind of interesting how we keep seeing this.
Well, this is the exact 3 maps we saw in Springfield Salem today. So the Salem also chose
Aldebaran
Kings Row and
for
Lijiang.
Nitro. So we're going to have some changes here.
Really?
Yep.
An interesting swap there. Aldebaran was playing very well in main tank.
Here's the problem. Tadizzle is not in the game. Oh, there he is. He just joined. Good. He waited until. See, let me applaud Oswego right now. So one of their observers ended up disconnecting and didn't try to join mid-map, which is perfect because I was watching lobby and making sure that didn't happen, and then joined after the map is done. So heads up to everybody. Make sure if you have a DC that they don't try to join mid-map. They can join during a pause, and you can just reset up the lobby, or not reset the lobby, but set up the lobby to where you can then fix that. But thank you very much to Oswego for doing that. All right, let's see if our teams are ready.
I am very intrigued by this swap for Nitro playing for Aldebaran. I wonder, is this a specific comp they want to run? Is Nitro stronger on a specific tank than Aldebaran is? I am really interested to see what they have planned for Lijiang Tower here.
Yeah, with double swaps for you're swapping 2 players when you're up 2-0. I think that to me that's like you said, that's very intriguing. So
well, that's usually the
Nitro,
like.
You know, here's what I'm thinking. I wonder if Nitro's a ball player. I wonder if he's hamster or not. So
yeah, well, because usually when you're up 2-0 and then some bench players come in, it's this is a win for us, and we're going to let our bench play. However, Kings Row was not that.
No.
Yeah.
No, and then where every map counts. You know, we talk about every map counts every week, and I can't stress that enough. It's kind of come down to, like, for example, you know, we got a couple seconds here. I know you talked about it last week when I wasn't on stream. You know, how the number 1 seed and the number 2 seed in the Division A for varsity is going to come down to literally the last tiebreaker that we have. It's going to come down to strength of schedule. And one team that Naperville North has played, Whitney Young haven't, and Whitney Young has played one team that Naperville North won't. So
it's which of their opponents.
It's going to be the last week of the season that it gets decided.
Yeah.
So everything's going to come down to that, and it just really depends on how well their opponents finish up, because everything was just so even throughout the entire year. So as we move on, Ham back on the Doomfist again. I like it when it
Nitro
worked.
on Reinhardt, who Aldebaran was playing.
Okay, which maybe this is just a sub call. Maybe that's
I'll tell you what. If how close Kings Row was, if Nitro doesn't step up how Aldebaran did, Plainfield North's looking to have a map here.
I think so. I think they can definitely take point A, but we'll see what Nitro brings.
So Reinhardt mind games on full display here.
Little poke back shows. Here comes Ham on the backside. Can he get Fleming Bird? We have a trade. Okay.
Core popping off. Tank line of Plainfield North showing up.
There you go. So I believe we will see a Plainfield North taking control of point, starting this up. Let's see if we got any swaps on the side. I do not see any on the side of Oswego, so they're going to play this straight up. So CMG already with his hammer ready. Let's see if he decides to bring it down or not.
Yeah, he was busy there.
Yes, he was. There it is.
That's a big shatter.
When Ham hits him up in the air and is able to knock him up before he can get the fire strike going, but it doesn't really make much of a difference. Weavertron does come with the coil. Oh, Ham going.
You guys shut him down.
Two.
The wall going to buy some time for restabilization, but is it going to be enough to hold this
But
point?
just the one Ham can get done, he gets 3.
He gets another one.
Willow takes out that one. So they are going to get the swap. I really thought that was going to go Plainfield North's way, but as soon as Ham started deciding, you know what, I'm going to take this on my shoulders. Let's go.
And again, that's what we've been talking about. Oswego East, we're not taking away from anybody else on their team or Plainfield North's team, but these fights are all about what Ham is doing. He has
so
no
hold on front corner. They're going to try to fall. They're just going to fall back and protect point.
Who will he use this meteor strike on? That is the question.
Yep. Oh, here comes Ham. Does he get any work done? He's going to have to get up into the air, so that's going to go out.
Misses everybody with the meteor strike.
Flemmingbird.
Huge. Flemmingbird.
There it is.
Hello.
Ham's the only one left. Can he get a pick, though? Nope, he does not. So we are going to see a flop back. All right.
And this is what I said on Kings Row defense for Plainfield North. Flemmingbird, he is known to be a strong McCree player. And right there you see it, but I'm really intrigued as to why we haven't seen more McCree up to this point, especially with the May combo. This McCree May is still a pretty devastating combination for damage line.
I agree. All right, but we got a couple of ults on the side for Oswego there. CMG again with his shatter if he can land it. Let's see what he does with it.
Beat drop's going to be a big part of this fight for Icky Guy.
Huge fight. So waiting for Willow to see if he's gonna. There's the shatter. He gets 4 with it.
A late beat drop, but it's not going to
work. It's in time. Now that but Willow takes it out, but Core gets taken out. CMG Lightning goes down.
Trading still.
Starting to clean the way of
Blizzard.
Oswego.
Throw the Blizzard down, single. Throw it down.
Not going to.
Oh man,
nope, he's already out. Yep. No, I didn't.
Oh, you know what? Good call though, because I am in caster mode, not player mode.
Yep.
Look at the percentage.
Yes.
He saves Blizzard. They're in one fight territory. Bring everything you've got.
I like it. So you'll have a grab, but you see a grab come out, you drop a Blizzard on top of it. They're not going to be able to do anything with it.
Nope.
So I'm just
that
going to
grab
be really
Blizzard combo is one of the. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. Here's the grab. Do they drop the Blizzard or not? They decide not to.
Wait and see what happens. There it is.
The hammer comes in. Now the Blizzard. They're going to get 2.
Fleming gets 2. This is going to be it.
They're going to take it back. The question is how much percentage and how much of a stall can they get? Okay, so
I don't think it's going to matter. They're going to be trickling in. They need to stagger someone if they can now. Flemmingbird has high noon as well.
Willow goes down. Willow goes late, but Flemmingbird goes down. Ham gets a kill.
High noon not going to be a part of this last fight.
They're going to be able to get back on point. Here they come. Here comes Ball. Nitro comes in.
Shatter does opposite Reinhardt, and he pins him.
He gets him. Can they follow this up? They still got to keep this going.
Needs to get that charge online to deal with that wrecking ball. He just gets stopped. Flemingbird's back in the fight. He's going to have high noon here. Here it is. Gets one with it.
Icky Guy goes down. Tidizwa finally gets throws and the spinning stops. I do believe that this first point is going to go the way of Plainfield North.
And being a nuisance with the Tracer.
That's just what he does.
Yep.
Tracer or otherwise.
There
Monkey goes down and the first point. So, some bright light. I like this for Plainfield North. I think they can build off of this. Maybe Control is more their style.
What I started to mention there is the Capitals have a running joke about Blizzard Grav being the smartest combo of any ult in the game. But like we did see it there, and it was enough to get Flemmingbird the space he needed to get those picks. He got taken out of that fight eventually, but he turned that around, and the Tiger's showing some life here at Lijiang Tower. Look at him.
This is something you see a lot of times, especially on this point for Lijiang. They want to get on that point. They want to set up their defense first. So this is how that happens. Kind of interesting that they're using BAP instead of Lucio. Usually the Lucio with Ham is with being on with the portal helps you get there, but
I told you this off stream before our match started tonight, but this was funny. The Capitals and Wildcats both did the same strat.
Yep, you go up.
And here it is.
But here's the thing: they weren't able to set up in time because Oswego or Plainfield North had the Lucio boost. So now it's a 1-for-1 trade. Core goes down though, so that's leaning the side now of Oswego. Let's see if they can.
Here.
Yep, I think that they're going to fall back and just give them up the first point. Yep. So it did work to a point. They were able to take it. It's a little split there though. Fleming Bird's got to get out of there. Okay, there he goes.
Ambulance totally out of heals. He used so much there in that fight.
Yep.
So now Ham does, with that advantage, Oswego East has those turrets there, and they're real tough to walk into when you have a slow-moving comp like the Tigers have.
I would like to see them go around one of the sides. I don't know about going main, but that's what they're going to look to do. So they're going to have to get a pick from outside. I think if they walk in, they're going to get in trouble. So Will is able to take out Single Pringle just like that. Ham, yep, there's the... You can't ride it in there, Neb. That's not going to... That's not going to fly.
T-Dizzle and Ham both with some really charged beams coming out of their weapons there.
Yep. Don't cross the streams. Oh, they're going to reset. Okay, so it looks like they're going to bring the fight a little bit further out.
How do you, if you're Oswego, or if you're Plainfield North rather right now, what do you do to make an adjustment to the sim?
Well, it's just depending on where they've set up. You know, sim on point, deadly. Sim out here, if they go the other direction, which they need to, you know, instead of they keep kind of beating their head against this, oh, he's going to drop.
Fleming Bird zoned out by that
lot of healing.
wall.
Okay, so the Coalescence managed to heal that through, and this is going to work. Oh, Willow.
Or is it?
Or is it? So one move there, so double trade. Oh, okay, all right. So we're just kind of trading back and forth, but I do believe, depending on what Symmetra is able to get done here, Symmetra can need more picks, but it does go down. Even though the grab,
invest the grab
comes in, but she gets two. I am so confused by all of this brawl right now.
Nothing that should have happened just happened.
Nothing makes sense.
Oswego East manages to win that. The Zarya says, "Trust me, I'm grabbing," and it pays off.
Yeah. A two-person grab, 3-on-3.
The fight had been lost. I mean, it really had, and she went ahead and invested that ult. A lot of ults coming online now, though. The Blizzard, namely, the big one.
So there's the grab. Immortality does save them, and the Matrix comes through, does get a lot of damage done.
The entire point.
Charge into the ice block. Doesn't matter. All right, we're gonna go 3 points.
Yeah.
3 points now. So 100 on this one. We had a little. It was 130, I think, on the last one. So.
Yeah, they just had no answer for the sim strategy. Now the sim strategy less a factor here at Gardens than it was at the other two. Yeah. So I think that Ham, you're likely to see a Pharah perhaps. There it is.
I don't think that was quite well. No, I think
never mind.
You could see it. They're going to hop around. I think you could see it. I think you could see it from both sides. I know that Plainfield North does not like, they pick their characters and they don't tend to swap off of it. So this will be very, very interesting. If Single Pringle stays on it, and I think they will, I don't know what Oswego's going to be able to do to answer that. They have no, I mean, other than Willow needing to pop a couple of shots, but Single Pringle could just rain down all day.
We'll keep an eye on Willow, whether or not he's able to negate the effect Single Pringle has. CMG flanking behind. He's been playing a lot of Wrecking Ball the last couple of seasons of Overwatch.
We're done. So nothing there. T-Dizzle also.
There's a bump.
So we got balls rolling all over the place. Nitro takes one out, but Neff and Single Pringle managed to take out their counterparts. And Nitro also goes down. I think we're going to see first point.
Ham.
To get Single Pringle. I don't even know anymore.
There's been some weird stuff in this
match. There goes Ham.
He's back.
Wall. CMG thought he had him. No go there. So it's Boop Central, people.
No kidding. They're all over the place.
Hook, why did we not make a bet on invincible kills?
We should have. I tell you what, I feel bad for Dweebatron right now. That's twice. The first one was Single Pringle's Pharah bumping him off. That one, Core pulling him off. He's got eliminated twice via environmental, and we've only had 2 fights.
Nope. All right, we've got some ults coming online for both sides. Nitro's going to jump to point, really try to take this in. Here comes the Blade. Can Ham get any work done? CFG Lightning is gone, and Ham does take out Single Pringle. He's going to be able to clean house here, I think.
Every indication, any other time he's had the Blade is that he'll clean up house, and that's exactly what he does.
He does. So about 50%, just short of 50%. So not bad for Plainfield. They're in 2-fight range now for that. All right, but let's now will be the ult percent. So here's the thing with Single Pringle. He's at 64% and hasn't had a rocket barrage yet.
Yeah, he's not been getting a lot of value. I think that High Noon comes out, zoning ult maybe. It's not going to get anything though. I think that was a bad waste of High Noon right there. I think that's going to come back to bite him.
You're going to want that later. CMG gets anti big time. Can he get back? He does. Single Pringle manages to take out Willow. Beat drop comes down. They can save the rest of their ults, I
There's the
believe.
minefield. Fleming-Bird with his own blade.
When takes out. Okay. Nep takes out Dweebtron. So support's down for both sides. But Nep drops for Plainfield North. And we're just
Bird doing his best Ham impression right now.
So Willow takes out Fleming-Bird. Core takes out Ham. Will we see a flop on the point here?
Yeah, Fleming-Bird got so much value there. I think Plainfield North takes his point eventually. It just feels like
This is gonna be. Oh, here comes the rocket. Doesn't get anything done. Nothing. He gets slept and taken out. Oh,
so unlucky.
unlucky. All right. They might be able to eventually take this, but right now it's still brawl for
They
brawl.
are investing. CMG drops the minefields there. Bumps off the Baptiste. Goodbye.
All right, so he gets that work done. Can he stay alive though? Here comes the blade one more time.
Gosh, Ham
CMG with
blades
no
right on the
life
point.
whatsoever. He has a hair of life. He's got to come in. He's going to get taken out here in a second.
Plainfield North did switch the point control though, so
They
they are
did.
currently
Now
accumulating
he's got to get
percentage.
out before he gets taken. I don't know if he can get back in time.
Damn it, 16 health.
They
Gonna
do
get
not.
back
So
up.
the point does flop back. So we're not quite in one win territory. Oh, Fleming-Bird on the backside gets slept and gets taken out. CMG man. Oh, we got a big bump there. The Dweebtron does get tossed.
Again, Dweebtron knocked off, and take a look. CMG already with another minefield. He used one almost one fight ago. They've got to
Ham and
use
Nitro
it.
gets
Last
the
fight
work done.
territory.
Last
There
fight
it is.
territory. You got to go now. Does take out Ham.
That's impactful. And there goes
Okay.
more. Plainfield North.
We have a very so with more bombs on the point. Let's see what that happens. Let's see. All right, so Tidizzle does go down. We are going to see a flop here. So the question is this going to count down to one fight territory? And I think it will by the time it gets there.
I think it
You're
absolutely
going to see
will.
99-99 or close to it. Ham going to take to the skies. Haven't
There's the
seen
Echo.
Echo all day,
There's the Echo. I know he
but I
has
think that's to deal. That's to deal with Single Pringle, and I think that's a good call.
Fleming-Bird's pulse bomb potentially going to be the difference maker here in the ults that we have coming online.
Willow as well, if he can, depends on what his Deadeye is able to get done. If he can get anything done with that Deadeye, he's going to be all right. But when Nep decides to
Willow's
drop
weak in the
beat,
back.
he drops it. There it is. They do get Ham. That's
Goodbye.
a huge pick.
Oh yeah, that's gigantic. Here, Willow's going to fall too. Looks like
Weavertron drops.
Plainfield
They're
North
down to
looking
4.
in good shape to
They've
take
got to get
leads
up.
up.
But Willow gets
Gets
two.
two.
Oh!
Pulse bomb. What's going to happen?
Who wants it more? We are
Pulse bomb.
99.
Look at the shield. Not going to get any value out of that. Nitro doing everything he can to stay alive. He doesn't get some pick on the support. That's gigantic too. Enough time perhaps for Wolves to come back and get on point. Ham is back.
Core gets taken out.
Here they come.
Going down. Nep's going to try to stall as long as he can. He can't get up on the wall. He cannot. He's trying to ride it around. Ega's going to get taken out. This is going to flop.
Oh man. Here comes CMG with a minefield. Gotta get on point, CMG. He gets flipped off by the Baptiste.
Gets hit by the boop.
Oh
Plainfield,
man.
the last possible second, Oswego wins 3 maps to nothing. That score is not indicative of how close this was. Every map we played got closer and closer. So hats off to Plainfield North for throwing a good one. Here comes the Deadeye from
Oh,
Bumping.
man.
Ready for it.
That
Oh,
hurts.
there
That
it is.
hurts if you're CMG there. I think he overthought how to recontest point and just was not ready for Icky Guy's Baptiste to be standing in the way.
Yep. So, well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning into our match. We were hoping to bring you more than 3, but we'll get there eventually. I promise. Sometime in the playoffs, we will have more than maybe.
Right.
More than 3. We want to I do want to mention though for tonight that we do have a very special podcast coming up on the IHSEA stream. So back on this channel in about a half hour or so, we've got a very special guest from Riot Gaming joining us. So please join us for that. But for now, this is Coach Terp. Thank you again for joining us tonight, and we'll see you on the next one. Anything else, Coach McGee?
I don't think so. We've got Rocket League tomorrow night on stream, everybody, as well. So tune in for that. And one more week of our regular seasons here.
That's right. So everybody stay safe, wear your mask, do your job.
And do your homework.
Do your homework. Thanks, guys.